Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex and today we're taking a look at my favourite deals across the Switch eShops covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. This one is any price goes. If you want the cheaper side of things, do check out the Thursday edition where I keep everything sub $10 or your local currency. Now as always then I do have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards and I have two more to give away this week. As always it is simple to enter, just drop a comment down below and the winners they'll be announced in next week's videos. So with that luck, hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here, join our growing family and let's get started. So kicking us off this week, Knights and Bikes. This one it's published by Double Fine, the masters behind Psychonauts. When they were willing to publish, I was willing to play, and it's one I picked up after release, but I had a great time with it, and I think the 33% off right now, well worth it. Join a bike club though, a bike that you'll be able to kind of like upgrade, and then you just basically out to uncover the secrets of this island. Local and online, 2-player or single player where you can freely jump between the two characters. It's a really fun and almost surreal ride, and the visual design is just stunning. It's kind of blending together all these different styles. A new one then, Bluefire, it joined the Switch just this week. You got a 10% launch discount. It's well worth a shout out. I will have a full review of this over the next few days, just kind of wrapping things up myself, but yeah, it's pretty damn good. It's basically giving us 3D Hollow Knight that will no doubt appeal to Zelda fans as well. Very little here though in the way of hand-holding, it's just absolutely challenging at points, but the action platforming is stunning and it captures that just like satisfaction of learning a new skill that's able to kind of like, you know, push you forward. Watch out for that review though coming in the next few days. So here's one that we see on sale frequently, but I've never spoken about it and I always get the question, is Starlink Battle for Atlas worth the buy? I've been waiting for a steeper digital discount honestly, but it doesn't seem to be coming. And this game is so underrated and the Switch build by far the best, thanks to of course the inclusion of Star Fox, a 3D space arcade adventure though you're out to basically free the Atlas star system. It plays really good though. Sadly sales it seems struggled, I doubt we will see any more from the series and that really is a shame. Once you get your hands on it you will see why. With this one though it's offering 75% off, or you can also take a look at the deluxe edition which throws in some extra ships, pilots and weapons. That version is 70% off. Card deck fans, we get Nowhere Profit on sale again. I'm still working on this one myself. I heard some comments saying, you know, they had some issues initially at launch, but this one's kept me busy now for some serious time and I've never really had any issues myself. A tough as hell card deck based roguelite, you will be like leading this band of survivors through what is a post-apocalyptic, you know, like world, like wasteland. Randomly generated though, a whole lot of loot, new followers to recruit, seriously unique soundtrack as well, and then over 300 cards. I was really impressed with this one. The 50% off then here, it matches the all-time low. So with the upcoming release of Super Mario 3D World this week, if you want 2D platforming instead, check out Rayman Legends. It goes on sale frequently honestly, but still look, if you don't own it, you definitely should. 75% off is an absolute steal. It doesn't seem it's going to get any like lower. Stunning visuals and animation though, it's been out a long time now, but it sits very close to the top of my personal best platformers on the Switch list. And you can expect here over like 100 maps to explore, musical levels, local multiplayer with up to 4-player support, and then you'll be exploring an enchanted forest where paintings they become real locations that you will now need to overcome. With a 10 or so hour completion time to top things off, you're gonna get like a lot of bang for your buck with this one. Bike fans, not something I get to say too often, but Descenders sees its first sale since its launch day discount with a new all-time low of 25% off. I reviewed this one on the channel, I really did like it. You basically get here a procedurally generated downhill biking experience that just also happens to be a roguelike. Basically, you'll be facing challenges and runs, getting as far as you can, completing sponsorships, running out of lives, or I guess bikes in this case, and trying again. Fast-paced, near constantly, it's kind of like hold your breath, hope for the best kind of action. It's all just about high energy. The soundtrack is decent too. They partnered with this drum and bass label. I do think though, honestly, given it's all drum and bass, that kind of makes it an acquired taste. It won't be for everyone, and it could have done with just a little bit more variety on the music front if you ask me. So before our first winner of the week then, Immortals Fenyx Rising, it's back on discount. It's a new all-time low for digital, offering 40% off. It has been slightly lower physically, but I still don't think you can knock this price at all. As a newly winged demigod though, you're out to save now the Greek gods, and this is kind of think part Assassin's Creed with just a huge dose of Breath of the Wild. Looks stunning though, the combat is fun, and the world, I just really enjoyed exploring it, finding new weapons, skills, all that good stuff. Sadly though, this is another one where the discounts, they were immediate, so I'm not sure if we will ever see a sequel. I really do hope we get that chance though, because this first entry, it really impressed me. So our first winner of the week then, it's going to Celsi, not Switch related, but Celsi is picking up the pre-order for the new Resident Evil Village, a great looking game that I'm excited for myself. I in fact covered the demo, it was called The Maiden, over on PlayStation Corner, which is a relatively new channel. If you didn't know about that channel, I will link it in the description and pinned comment down below if you do want to check it out. Also, Celsi asked regarding Resident Evil 4 on the Switch. It's awesome, well worth a look, it really hasn't aged at all, it plays as good today as it did back then. Congrats, so drop me an email, it's down below to claim the code. I have a second winner coming up then, as always, later in the video. Alright, so a bit of a stranger one now, but FMV fans, we've got 5 dates. It's coming from Wales Interactive. Well known within the genre, but I expected this one to be horrible. It actually turned out to not be too bad. It's set during the current quarantines. It's basically the idea of dating in the current times, the current climate. The writing can be a bit laughable at points, but I actually think it handled the subject pretty well. It's FMV, it won't be for everyone. I gave it a 6 out of 10 myself. But look, we don't get a huge amount in the genre, so I do like to shout them out when we see them, and this 20% off for sure makes it now that budget range. Multiplayer fans then, local and online, a must buy is Unrailed. It's a simple concept but an addictive one. The idea is this: you're building a train track and you just gotta get from one station to the next and keep on going, see how far you can get. With friends, you each need to assign roles, so maybe one of you will construct and lay track. One of you may clear the way, another you're chopping wood, gathering resources. But as you progress, enemies appear that are out to destroy your hard work. Obstacles, they get more complicated, and the world, the image will literally start to twist, start to rotate, start to move, even going upside down. I had a blast. It's currently 50% off though for those of you in the UK, EU and Australia, and it comes highly recommended from me. Mario's back this week with 3D World, but one entry I've never spoken about, and it's a really great game, Mario and Rabbids. If you like Mario and don't fancy that latest adventure, even though the new content looks incredible, this is a seriously unique spin on the name, as it puts Mario & Co into a turn-based strategy experience, something I never really expected to see. It also has solo and co-op support, tons of weapons, missions, even some Donkey Kong DLC. I really like this one, and I've been holding out about talking about it, hoping for a lower price, but kind of like Starlink, it just doesn't seem to be coming, so let's just say it this way: 75% off right now, we can't complain. You can then also grab the gold pack for an extra $5. That brings together the base game, new challenges, new maps, and the season pass as well, and I'd probably consider spend that extra $5, the content is well worth it. Our second winner of the week then, Matthew Bassett, who finally picked up the mighty Dead Souls while recognising he may be one of the last to jump on board. Amazing roguelite, and the 2D platform in the combat absolutely incredible. It's also still on sale right now with 50% off till February the 11th. This team with this one, they've just given it constant support. Absolutely deserves everyone's attention, so it's good to see the success it's received. I did say on the last video I was done talking about this one, and then this comment was of course randomly picked. I just can't seem to escape it. Congrats, so Matthew, drop me an email to claim your code. Everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's episode. With that though, let's take a look now at our last 2 games of the week. So our penultimate game of the week then, that is Vigil the Longest Night. It's coming in with 20% off. It's not like a huge discount. On release, it definitely had its fair share of problems, namely crashes that led to save data deletion, never a good thing. It got a pretty awful user score over on Metacritic. That all said though, look, it's been patched up and the devs are stating this issue was addressed, and while the frame rate can be a little bit rocky at points, I really enjoyed it myself. It's a Metroidvania which owes a lot to Salt and Sanctuary. It's definitely the influence here, but it's just all really unique. It's still got that interesting visual style to separate it from Salt and Sanctuary. There's some great and creepy ass enemy design, and I actually played it at launch myself. I only had, I think it was 1 or 2 crashes. I didn't lose any data. If you have played it though recently, let us know in the comments down below how this patch does, so I can add more information to the pinned comment. At launch it seems it was different for everyone, so if you are considering picking this one up, maybe check out that comment first and see if I've kind of built on it with anything anyone is telling us. The final game of the week then, it's actually my pickup as well, meaning I can't necessarily recommend it, but maybe you'll want to join me for the ride. This one, it's Dicey Dungeon, and this is well loved, and the first few hours I'm really impressed. Playing as a giant walking dice, it's a deck building roguelite, and you're basically taking down monsters, you're gathering loot, and of course you're leveling up your band of heroes, with 6 different characters to choose from though, and a whole host of cards, all that good stuff to master. I can already feel the kind of addiction setting in, and I think this one seems it's going to be sitting comfortably alongside games like Grindstone for some time to come. 25% off though as well. It's a new all-time low for a game that is very new. The average completion time here is 25 hours, completionists around 60, so yeah, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. And that's it, another week down. Will you be adding anything to your library this week or keeping hold of that cash? I actually picked up a few budget ones this week as well. If they turn out to be good, hopefully we'll be able to talk about them on Thursday's episode. With that though, a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are just going above and beyond to support SwitchCorner. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. If you do want to check that out for yourself, I have linked it in the video description down below. Then hit subscribe if you love the Switch as much as we all do here. Join our growing family, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.